Welcome to the Bridge Builders of Tomorrow, making bridge concrete more resilient with nanotech, nanocrystals, and magnesium aluminum liquid phosphate. Hi, I'm Charlie, here to talk to you about how our nation's infrastructure is suffering, particularly our bridges. There is a word for that the bridges are being to show their wear and tear. Structurally deficient. Structurally deficient bridges leave all of us at risk. You may not be aware as you drive across these bridges every day how old they are. Many bridges were built 40, 50, or 60 years ago. I live in the Pittsburgh region in southwestern Pennsylvania with 3 rivers and countless streams that have more bridges than Venice, Italy. Some of the bridges in this Pittsburgh region have been repaired, rebuilt, or even replaced. Repairing or constructing new bridges has a lot of different engineering problems to solve. We have to consider engineering design, materials, safety features, sustainability, repair schedules, disposal of old material, labor, traffic flow during repairs, and well, the list goes on. At the core is concrete. Come with me to learn a little bit more about new advances in concrete technology. I promise I won't fit you with cement shoes. Concrete is the most widely used human-made material on Earth. The use of concrete is estimated to be 2 times more than any other building material, even though it has been around since the ancient Romans. Concrete technology still has a lot of room for growth. In terms of strength and sustainability, let's see what's growing at the cutting edge of concrete technology. Personally, I've been looking into some pretty cool microparticulate-based admixtures for concrete infused with nanocrystals from wood, magnesium aluminum liquid phosphate. Our first example of new concrete technology is microparticulate-based admixtures for concrete.
So in recent years, there's been significant research and product development in the field of nanotechnologies. From medicines to electronics to coatings, the answers to really big problems are being addressed by very tiny solutions.
In November 2018, Chris Egan from the BASF presented research to the American Concrete Institute. He talked about nanostructural models of calcium silicate hydrate. I had to look a lot of this up. First of all, nanostructural models are unbelievably tiny. A nanoparticle is measured in nanometers, and there's over 80,000 nanometers in just one of your hairs. Super tiny calcium silicate hydrate. They use the initials CSH to refer to calcium silicate hydrate. Let's pretend for a moment that this water bottle has been infused with CSH nanoparticles. Now we pour this liquid admixture into the concrete, and then a miracle occurs. Dr. Egan explains this magic in this video.
First, let's look at classic cement hydration. We all know that concrete consists of sand, cement, coarse aggregates, and water as its main ingredients. When cement particles come into contact with water, hydration begins and results in the formation of CSH crystals and other hydration products. The use of a liquid admixture to introduce millions of CSH crystal nanoparticles into the concrete mixture allows for better hydration. These CSH nanoparticles act as nucleation points in the concrete to facilitate the growth of CSH crystals. This technology provides improvement in the overall hydration process, which increases both early and late age strength development of concrete.
Pretty exciting, huh? My second example of concrete infused nanocrystals from wood Research is being done at the university called Purdue. Infused concrete with microscopic-sized nanocrystals from wood. You need an electron microscope to even see this nanocrystal. It makes concrete stronger through a chemical reaction that increases the, ready for a new word? Increases the hydration of the cement particles. More concrete is hydrated, the stronger it is. The problem is water adds pores to make the concrete weaker, but the cellulose nano enhanced hydration with less water, making the concrete stronger. Purdue University researchers have been working to find the best ratio of mixing cellulose nanocrystals into cement. Our third example is magnesium aluminum liquid phosphate, or MALP. Concrete is a product called phosphate. It is a type of MALP concrete. It is used the chemical reactions magnesium, aluminum, and liquid phosphate as a concrete to help bond with old concrete in the need of repair.
Phoscrete's MALP binder forms both a strong mechanical bond and a strong chemical bond to cured concrete. And Phoscrete sets quick. For example, if you're involved in bridge maintenance or pavement preservation and an important concrete structure is spalled, you need to get it fixed, fast. But traditional repair materials such as asphalt and mechanically bonded concretes don't last, and replacing entire concrete panels involve great cost and interruption.
MALP concrete sets quickly, bonds strongly, stops corrosion of the metal used in concrete, and can be mixed and applied in a lot of different weather. These new nano microscopic technologies are pretty amazing. Stay tuned for more investigations from Bridge Builders of Tomorrow. Don't forget to like our video and visit our website. Let's work together to save our bridges. It's meant to happen!